What's up, everybody? It is your boy Chaz here, humbled on a daily. You already know what is going on, folks. Welcome into the channel. I'm Chaz Albert, and I don't care how you got in here. Just welcome. I don't care if you stumbled in, you backed in, you somersaulted in. Appreciate you stopping in and giving it a listen, giving it a try. So this one, believe it or not, is some old school stuff. As a matter of fact, according to the beginning of this video, 1971, that's when I was born. So this is an oldie. Not saying that I'm old. I'm saying the video's old. I'm not old, but the video's definitely old. This is the Charlie Daniels Band. This is called Uneasy Rider. We all know Charlie Daniels Band. We know about the Devil Went Down to Georgia. What a freaking great little song that was. And it is a storytelling kind of song. And from what the person who made this suggestion says, this is another storytelling song by Charlie Daniels. So let's get into this one and see how it holds up. See if see how it holds the mustard, or I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. But let's get into this, shall we? All right, this here is Charlie Daniels, Uneasy Rider. Let us get to it. 1, 2, and 3. Oh shit, this is some country right here. Charlie Daniels.
I was taking a trip out to L.A., tooling along in my Chevrolet, toking on the number and digging on the radio. Just as I crossed the Mississippi line, I heard that highway start to whine, and I knew that left rear tire was about to go.
Oh shit.
Well, the spare was flat, and I got uptight because there wasn't a filling station in sight, so I just limped on down the shoulder on the rim.
All right, first of all, I don't know, man. If you've ever been that way, growing up, when I first started driving to high school, I was so happy to drive to high school. I bought this jalopper because my parents didn't have a shit ton of money. So you buy what you can afford, you know, pay your own insurance. You had to, you know, work a few hours after school, things like that. But I remember one of my first cars, dude, it didn't even have a spare. Like, I was lucky the thing ran at all. And I remember the first time I got a flat tire, I'm like, well, how are we supposed to, what the heck, what am I supposed to do? I had no clue about spare tires. And I mean, when you're young, dude, you have no clue what is going on. I've been there, dude, and that is some stressful stuff.
In sight, so I just limped on down the shoulder on the rim.
Yeah, been there, brother.
I went as far as I could, and when I stopped the car, it was right in front of this little bar, kind of a redneck-looking joint called the Dewdrop Inn.
Sounds redneck.
Well, I stuffed my hair up under my hat and told the bartender that I had a flat, and would he be kind enough to give me change for a one. Well, there was one thing I was sure proud to see. There wasn't a soul in the place except for him and me, and he just looked disgusted and pointed toward the telephone. I called up a station down the road a ways, and he said he wasn't very busy today, and he could have somebody there in just about 10 minutes or so. He said, now you just stay right where you're at, and I didn't bother to tell the darn fool that I sure as hell didn't have any place else to go. I just ordered up a beer and sat down at the bar when some guy walked in and said, who owns this car with the peace sign and the mag wheels and 4 on the floor? Well, he looked at me and I damn near died, and I decided that I'd just wait outside, so I laid $1 on the bar and headed for the door.
$1. Boy, those were the days. You can't do that anymore. I remember we used to fish at this pay lake called Bell Acres in Southgate, Kentucky. And inside their little bar there, they sold $1 Pabst Blue Ribbon beers. Good times, good times.
Well, he looked at me and I damn near died, and I decided that I'd just wait outside, so I laid $1 on the bar and headed for the door. Just when I thought I'd get out of there with my skin, these 5 big dudes come strolling in with this one old drunk chick and some fellow with green teeth. And I was almost to the door when the biggest one said, "You tip your hat to this lady, son." And when I did, all that hair fell out from underneath.
Oh, no.
Now, the last thing I wanted was to get in a fight in Jackson, Mississippi on a Saturday night, especially when there was 3 of them and only 1 of me. But they all started laughing and I felt kind of sick. I knew I'd better think of something pretty quick, so I just reached out and kicked old Green Teeth right in the knee.
He's calling out this guy's teeth. Old Green Teeth. How bad? Now you know you're in a redneck bar, man. We got Old Green Teeth, which is a little strange because, I mean, when you think of Charlie Daniels, you kind of think of country, redneck. I don't know. It's kind of weird that he says redneck. If a redneck is saying it's a redneck bar, oh, it's like redneck extra. Not good.
They all started laughing and I felt kind of sick. I knew I'd better think of something pretty quick, so I just reached out and kicked old Green Teeth right in the knee. Now, he let out a yell that'd curl your hair, but before he could move, I grabbed me a chair and said, "Well, watch him, folks, because he's a thoroughly dangerous man." Well, you may not know it, but this man's a spy. He's an undercover agent for the FBI, and he's been sent down here to infiltrate the Ku Klux Klan. He was still bent over, holding on to his knee, but everybody else was looking and listening to me, and I laid it on thicker and heavier as I went. I said, "Would you believe this man has gone as far as tearing Wallace stickers off the bumpers of cars, and he voted for George McGovern for president?" Well, he's a friend of them long-haired hippie-type pinko fags. I bet you he's even got a commie flag tacked up on the wall. And
what? You can't say that anymore. But you could say that back then. Holy cow, man. He went ahead and busted out the old F word, and not the 4-letter F word, the 3-letter F word.
For president.
What?
Well, he's a friend of them long-haired hippie-type pinko fags. I bet you he's even got a commie flag tacked up on the wall inside of his garage. He's a snake in the grass, I tell you guys. He may look dumb, but that's just a disguise. He's a mastermind in the ways of espionage. They all started looking real suspicious at him, and he jumped up and said, "Now just wait a minute, Jim. You know he's lying. I've been living here all of my life. I'm a faithful follower of Brother John Birch, and I belong to the Antioch Baptist Church, and I ain't even got a garage. You can call home and ask my wife." Then he started saying something about the way I was dressed, but I didn't wait around to hear the rest. I was too busy moving and hoping I didn't run out of luck. And when I hit the ground, I was making tracks, and they were just taking my car down off the jack, so I threw the man a 20 and jumped in and fired that mother up. Mario Andretti would have sure been proud of the way I was moving when I passed that crowd coming out the door and headed toward me in a trot. And I guess I should have gone ahead and run, but somehow I just couldn't resist the fun of chasing them all just once around the parking lot.
You dirty dog.
Well, they're headed for their car, but I hit the gas and spun around and headed them off in the pass. I was slinging gravel and putting a ton of dust in the air. Well, I had them all out there stepping and fetching like their heads were on fire and their asses was catching, but I figured I'd better go ahead and split before the cops got there. When I hit the road, I was really wheeling, had gravel flying and rubber squealing, and I didn't slow down till I was almost to Arkansas.
I bet, brother.
Well, I think I'm going to reroute my trip. I wonder if anybody'd think I flipped if I went to L.A. via Omaha.
Get the hell out of Dodge. Hey, nice little story. That's a nice little story. All right, so... First of all, isn't that weird that, you know, he's calling it a redneck bar when Charlie Daniels, you know, he's kind of country. But I don't know. Is there a difference? I don't know. Is there a difference between country and rednecks? And I don't know. I don't know what the scoop is. I don't know how that works, to be honest with you. But that's a nice little fun. That's a fun song. You know what I mean? What a fun song. 71. That's when I was born. That was a long time ago, man. I mean, 50 years ago. Over 50 years ago. Oh, that was really nice. Nice suggestion. That's really good. You know, with the world today, with all the freaking nasty stuff going on, it's nice to hear a fun little song. You could almost write a little, you know, a little short movie according to that little jam out, you know. I called the guy green teeth. I mean, that's calling the guy out right there, man. Right there. And then the money thing, you know, $100 here. He throws a $20 for fixing his car. What the, who the, $20, that doesn't get you, that won't get you a thing of ketchup at the grocery store today. So bad. Nice suggestion. Charlie Daniels, Uneasy Rider. Thank you so much for that suggestion. Hit the like button if you like this video. Leave a comment. Leave some more suggestions for some more content. And then subscribe if you haven't already. It certainly helps me out. It keeps me where I can keep making content, which is getting... it's not easy to do. You got to work the full-time job, come home to make some content. It's a lot, but I'm still plugging away. Thank you guys again for stopping on the channel. I will see you all on the next one. I'm Chaz Howard. Peace out.